Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt, they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Everyone's got four down.
They'll set up a throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The numbers for Fuller last week. 5 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Hines. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Thomas has got it. Complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Watson. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Again, it's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Watch 54, watch 54. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
41 Mike. We got it. Hey, 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Danny. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch the car.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. to throw here. And Ingram hauls it in. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Here's a 2nd and 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, it's Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Looking to throw.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Go, go. 41 to Mike. 41 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Watson now to throw, and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. On 2nd down, Kendrick, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the counter, Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Watson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is fielded at the 7. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back now in Houston, it's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
First down,
On 1st down, Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Steps away to his left.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, then they're going to have a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Watson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Hunt. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 6-man. Check curls.
Now a first down throw. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Chris Harris on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Single.
Watson now, throwing again. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, That's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so high.